Hello everyone, it's good to have you on board. It's another time with Tutor Ayo, and that's the tutor. In today's tutorial, it's going to be the very first class we're having on the course, ACC203. This is Introduction to Accounting, and it's basically a course for students of management science, alright? It's social science as well, in the school level first semester. Okay, this class was actually originally scheduled for 7:30, but unfortunately some things happened behind the scene and we're able to hold class by 7:30, so we had to reschedule for 8:30. Sorry about that. We apologize for any inconvenience that might have caused us. This being said, let's go straight to class. Okay, so we have ACC203, Introduction to Accounting. That will be dissected properly in today's class. Okay, now when we talk about accounting, what are we talking about? Accounting. Let's look at for some certain points when we talk of accounting. Now, when we talk about, let me put this, I think it's okay there. Accounting consists of the process in, let's understand the fact that it is a process. I think I will prefer to put it in the center. Let me use a different marker. Accounting. Okay. Now, let's identify the fact that accounting is a process. All right? A process. This process involves designing and operating an efficient accounting information. A process that involves the designing and designing and operating an efficient accounting information. So it has to do with accounting information. Okay, good evening, Mr. Friday and Miss Peace. All right, a process that has to do with what? Designing and operating an efficient accounting information system. Now, this system is for the purpose of collecting, recording, measuring. All right, we have collecting, we have measuring, we have recording. Okay, we also have summarizing. All right, summarizing. Okay, summarizing, analyzing. All right, analysis and communicating the results. Now, it's a process. Look at it here. This process involves operating and efficiently. It's a process that involves the design of, operating an efficient accounting information system. And this system, why we need this efficient and functional and effective accounting system, is because we want to collect. As soon as we collect, we measure. As soon as we measure, we record. As soon as you record, you summarize. All right, Then you can analyze. Okay, analyze. Just a moment. Okay, so sorry about that. I think we are back now. Now, this system, this accounting information system, all right, is so that we can collect, measure, record, summarize, and analyze. All right, analyze. What are we analyzing? Analyze and communicate. Okay, after analyzing, we also need to communicate. The result of the financial transaction for a particular period of time. All right, the result of a financial transaction for a particular period of time to users of financial information in order to make informed decision. Now look at the process. Okay, now I think I should include something here. A process that involves, for clarity, all right, a process that involves a process in designing and operating. Let's put that there. The designing and operating. Okay, designing and operating an efficient okay, a process that involves the designing and operating an efficient, all right, an efficient accounting information system. All right, this system, why we need it to be effective is because it's going to require the collection, the measuring, recording, summarizing, analyzing, and the communication of what we now regard as communicating the results. Communicate the results of, okay, financial transaction. Financial transactions. All right, financial transactions. All right, which is also time bound. It's also timely for a particular period. Okay, to who? All right, for a particular period of time, okay, to financial users. Now, this is the all and sundry of accounting. Okay, that is the all and sundry of accounting. Okay, the process is, it is a process. Look at it here. Number one, we said it's a process. Number one, this process involves the designing and operating, all right, of an efficient, it has to be very efficient accounting system. Therefore, we can collect, all right, measure, all right, record, summarize, analyze, communicate. What are we communicating? Result of financial transactions within a particular period of time, all right, to who? Financial users, so that they can make informed decision. All right, so this, let's put number 12 here. Informed decision. Are we together? So this is number 12. This is the all and sundry. Okay, but this is not going to be the only definition of accounting we are going to look at. We're also going to consider some other All right, definitions. Now this is another definition. Okay, it says here, accounting involves the recording, the classification, the interpretation of financial information. Here it is called transaction. All right, information transaction. All right, it works hand in hand. In financial information for both trading and non-trading organization. All right, for both and non-trading organization. So we have that as that about the economic activity of the organization, so that accurate decision, it's all about that decision, making that accurate decision, all right, based on the accounting information provided. I think I would prefer to use information instead of transaction. Accounting information. Okay, this accounting information is the most important thing, because it will tell if a company is doing well or not. It will influence the next action, the management or the board of directors. All right, those are the financial users, whether the shareholders, board of directors, the management will make is based on this financial information. So we have that as that. Now let's talk about the nature. What is the nature of accounting? Let me to erase this. Now let's talk about the nature. All right, nature of accounting. First, let's see accounting as a profession. As a profession. As a profession. A profession is known as a career, and this career requires an identified path of acquisition of specialized and formal education of training before rendering service. All right. Now, acquisition of special knowledge over a given period of time, which involve combination of theories and practice. Accounting is a body of knowledge that was developed with advent of formal trade centuries ago. Okay. Now let's take this down. A profession is also known as a career, and speaking of which, a career requires an identified path of acquisition of special, acquiring specialized formal education or training. Formal education or training. Okay, formal education or training before rendering a service. All right, so accounting as a profession is seen as a career, right? A career path whereby you get to learn and go through series of trainings and professional exam before you can offer it as a service. Okay. So therefore, accounting is a body of knowledge, right, that was developed with advent of formal trade many centuries ago. So accounting as a profession now, okay, it is a professional. Now, the professional accounting bodies, all right, accounting bodies, we have professional accounting bodies in Nigeria, like the Institute, that's ICANN, professional, all right, bodies in Nigeria, not nationwide or not worldwide, but in Nigeria we have ANAN, we have ICANN. Okay, when we say ANAN now, we're talking about the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, and we have Institute of Chartered, all right, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, are the professional bodies. All right, we have accounting as a language. Accounting as a language, means of communication, because it means to communicate business information as a means of communication, communicating business languages. All right, communicating business languages. So we have language makes use of rules and symbols. All right, language makes use of rules and symbols. Likewise, accounting has its own rules. Like we have the debits, the receiver, and credits, the giver. All right, accounting also has its own rule, like debits the receiver and credits the receiver. All right, debits the receiver and credits the giver. I mean, all right, and it must be strictly adhered to. That's why it's a rule. So we also have accounting as a information system, as an info system. As an information system, we are simply talking about acquisition of key business information that include, all right, acquiring key business info. All right, let's not forget, when we're defining accounting, we said an efficient system. It's a process that involves an efficient system in order to collect. All right, collect, you analyze all these things. Accounting acquire key information, key business information, and some of this information includes the income, the expenditure, the profits, the assets, the liabilities. All right, we have assets, information on assets, liabilities. All right, income, we have profits, and it goes on and on. So it says that tangible business information is not possible without accounting. Okay, because the raw data from different source documents do not make any meaning until it is processed and analyzed through accounting process. That is very correct. All right, so we have accounting as a service activity, and we also have accounting as a science. As a service activity, it's all about, it's not a physical good. It's not like we are buying tubers of yam, or we are buying a pack of indomie. It is a service that is being rendered by professionals. All right, it is also a science. As a science, accounting is a science because it follows systematic and organized body of knowledge. Service rendered by professionals. Right, it follows a systematic Okay, it follows a systematic and organized body of knowledge. And organized body of knowledge. Okay, so it makes it a science. So we have some qualities. Some of the qualities. 1, 2, 3. Some of the qualities are relevance. It has to be important. Right? Relevance. We have good accounting information should be relevant to the purpose which it was prepared. Okay, it has to be relevant. Definitely, it has to have sufficient facts. Reduce with figures a lot. It has to be objective, no bias. All right, can be traced down to books of accounting. All right, no bias. It must be complete. Okay, it must be complete. It must be timely. All right, it must be comparable. Timely. All right, comparable. And we have, it must be also, the most important, we also have accurate. It must be clear. All right, and it must be flexible. All these are the qualities of accounting. So we have branches. Okay, we have the branches. Some of the branches are branches of accounting. It is under accounting we have financial accounting. All right, financial accounting. And when we say financial accounting started as what we call a stewardship duty. All right, and it is concerned with the keeping of books of accounts in order to prepare what we call financial statements. Okay, now this financial accounting is used to determine the financial position of an organization. All right, started as stewardship. As stewardship, and it is used to know or used to prepare. All right, it is used to prepare to determine the financial position of an organization. Okay, so we have costs. All right, but according to the name costs, it has to do with, okay, this is the branch of account that is concerned with how to find the cost of goods and services produced or rendered. Everything that has to do with costs, it is involved in cost accounting. And we have management accounting. This is more of the interpretation of the financial, all right, statement, because it doesn't make any sense. If you're not an accountant, if you're not a body of, all right, if you're not a fellow of that body of knowledge, it will be very, very difficult to interpret financial information accurately. All right, it is only a member of the body of that fellow, all right, is a fellow of, all right, of that body of knowledge. All right. Good evening, Miss Blessing. Miss Alayo, it's great to have you all on board. So this management account, okay, management accounting also refers to, because it is a branch that is basically provide information for management. Let me write this out so that we can. Everything that is connected with costs. of goods and okay. So management now, management accounting, all right, it involves providing information for organization management, providing info for organization management. All right, these are the branches of accounting. We also have auditing. All right, and auditing is an independent not to be influenced by anyone. It is an independent examination of the books of account. Independent examination of the books of accounts. Okay, it's an independent examination of the book of accounts. That is auditing. Okay, auditing is a branch of accounting because it is the role of an auditor. All right, the auditor is performed by accounting professionals who chooses to be an auditor. Auditing is under the branches of accounting because auditing is performed by an accountant himself. All right, but he chooses not to, okay, but he chooses not to be an accountant but an auditor instead of a financial accountant. Right, so an independent person that does the examination, the scrutinization of the books of accounts of an organization, and this is actually done in order to check the accuracy and look out for any other loopholes. Maybe there has been fraud or what we call things like that. We also have public sector accounting. These are the type of accounting that is carried out by local, state government, ministries, and parastatals. That's the core, that is the public. Now, who is an accountant? Accountant. Who is an accountant? Accountant can be defined as that person, the person who carries out accounting function for an organization. Very simple. Who carries out an accounting function for, all right, who carries out accounting function for or with an organization. Simple and straightforward. All right, and is a trained professional. An accountant is a trained professional. Like we said, accounting as a, we have it here as a profession. You can see it. Acquired specialized formal education and training before rendering the service. So we have that as that. Some of the functions of an accountant, I don't want to erase this board because let me see if I can squeeze it in. All right. Some of the functions of an accountant is to maintain the books of accounts. Maintain, let there be no fraud. Observe, monitor, and maintain. It's also his responsibility to prepare financial statements. Okay, prepare financial statements, to analyze and interpret financial statements. Okay, it is responsibility. He also performs statutory audits. All right, he performs. Those are accountants that choose to be an auditor. All right, they perform statutory audits, like performing external auditing services. All right, it is the responsibility, it is the function of an accountant to safeguard the assets. All right, they collect information about the organization, so it is a responsibility to safeguard the assets in the best interest of the organization, protect the assets of the organization. Okay, also tax service, they are expected to be very knowledgeable about tax, so they have to ensure that the organization that they are working with, or they are providing accounting service to, must not owe their tax, must comply with the tax regulation of the country, and also advise on how to save tax. All right, how to cut down expenses and save tax. So they do tax services. So we have that as that. And also they investigation services, because they have so much information at hand about the organization. So in cases of theft or fraud, they investigate and go down to the matters to go deep to the bottom of matters, just to ensure that there are no frauds and stuff like that. So I think on that note, we'll call it a wrap for today. And in our next class, we'll take it up from the users of financial information. Once again, I apologize that we had to reschedule the class for 8:30. Thank God we were able to do something at least. I thought we would not be able to achieve anything today, but at least we have started with ACC203 and we are set the ball on course. Thank you very much, everyone. Please, for those of us that are yet to submit our notes, please let's do all to submit our notes to the appropriate quarters. And we're looking forward to seeing you all in subsequent tutorials. Do have a wonderful weekend. Good night.